y'all, what's up? It's your girl Brittany. I'm back. I'm better with another video. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, like the video, click the bell to be notified of every time I post, because I do post frequently. Alright, y'all already know what we doing. Say it with me collectively. We are jumping, we are skipping, we hopping, we leaping, we doing it decky bow, our decky yow into this video. Click the link down in the description box below to become a member on my Patreon. Become a paid member so you can watch all my stuff. Alright, y'all, without further ado, let's get into this video. Y'all, we are getting into my favorite baddie and how everybody and their daddy want to put their hands on her. So I seen this clip on Instagram, but also in my comment section, one of y'all, and shout out to you babes, because I did not get your username, but somebody ended up asking for a video of the hit list of people that are going to fight Jayla at the reunion. And I said, oh, your wish is my command. So first of all, I want to debunk Basketball Girl. I know I said in my last video when I was giving y'all the hit list that Jayla was on hers, but then I remembered around Thanksgiving time, Natalie, Jayla, Big Legs, and Lemmy were all on a live on Instagram Live, and it seems as though they settled their differences and now they have come to like a common ground space. They're not necessarily friends, but they cool with each other. You know, they might not get along or anything like that, but they're not on each other's hit list. So I'm gonna debunk Lex from Jayla's hit list because I don't see them fighting. Another person I was gonna debunk was Summer, but then I remembered that at the premiere, Summer and Dolly went up there and surprised Jayla with that sneak attack, and it didn't work in neither one of their favors. So Summer is on the list as well to get got at the reunion. Get her, get that bitch. So one of the most anticipated is between Ivory and Jayla. As we all know, Ivory continues to let us know, I'm getting you. She's getting Jayla because of that knot that Jayla did not see. And also, Rolly just lied on Jayla not too long ago. And this is my thing right here, because the streets is quiet today. I want to see, is they doing damage control? Does Nelly have everybody on the phone? Because, you know, Rolly's swearing up and down right now. Currently, she don't talk to none of the girls like that but Ivory. And then Tasiki ends up letting it be known that Rolly was lying on Jayla. So, you know, like I said, the streets are quiet today. So, hopefully, somebody's getting on the phone doing damage control. Because everybody and their daddy feel as though they want to get Jayla, but not anybody else out of the OGs. Hopefully, Rolly gets got by Big Ivory, but we're going to see. So another person that's getting Jayla supposedly is Tinka Hotha Bella. So they are getting into it because Tinka felt as though Jayla was talking about her behind her back to Akabaka. So she said, I'm getting you. Get that bitch. She wants to get Jayla. I hate that. Like, mind you, I feel as though this season Tinka has brought barely anything to the table. All her stuff has been mid, low tier. So the fact that she's like, oh, okay, well, let me just add Jayla to my list. I feel like she just adding Jayla because everybody else adding Jayla. Like, yeah, you know, you have this quote-unquote real beef with Akbar, but she friends with both of y'all. And when Akbar was trying to talk about you on the phone, Jayla was being a real friend, and she told Akbar no. Like, she checked her as soon as, you know, she tried to talk about you. But Tinka wasn't going for that, apparently. And Tinka still wants that with Jayla. Hopefully, you know, they can amend what they got going on. But I definitely don't believe Tinka is a threat to Jayla. Who's Tinka? Now, the next one that we have on the list is Double Back. And as y'all know, yesterday it was confirmed that she lied on Jayla. She was giving Ivory false information. So, hope she get you. Get that bitch. You know, she ended up putting herself on Jayla's list. But because she lied on Jayla, and it seems as though a fade was already going to get caught, but then just adding a lie on top of that to save yourself. I hope Jayla still gets you and takes you through there like she did before, but just takes you through there even more, just because you had no business lying on that girl name. All y'all be lying But the conclusion always comes down to y'all lying on Jayla. Like, I don't appreciate that. So, yeah, I hope she gets you. Get that bitch. And the last one on the list is Dolly Paprika. But I'm going to say this, okay? Like I said before, I don't want to see her fight no Pretty P. I don't want to see her fight no Jayla currently right now. I don't want to see that. She need to get in the field with Tasiki only, okay? I don't really care about her and Jayla's beef, whatever. I feel as though too many people want Jayla. Not enough people want to get in the field with Tasiki. Half y'all don't want to get them teeth knocked. So for me, I'm more like with Dolly, like, yes, Jayla punched you in the face. But you have bigger fish to fry. Ivory parked you in that seat. Bopped you in that seat. Tasiki and tore you up at the Apple Critter place. You have bigger fish to fry than Jayla. So, you know, she wants Jayla. And yes, Jayla should want her too. Because of the sneak at the premiere. So she should get her. She should definitely still get her. But like I said before, bigger fish needs to be fried. Now, Dolly hasn't really said too much when it comes to Jayla. She hasn't said too much. So, I mean, I'm sure they're still going to get that. And maybe, you know, she's waiting till the scene comes out to talk about it more. But for me, like I said before, bigger fish to fry out here than Jayla. So I want to come to my favorite baddies A and give her some advice. Because I feel as though the girls are picking with Jayla only as an OG. Some of these OGs, obviously, certain people are picking not to touch them because of people around them. So Lex said that she's going to get on her. We're going to see if she really actually gets on her. I think she's scared that Tasiki might jump in, so she's not going to get on her, but we're going to see. Some of these fades I don't think are necessary. And I want to say this too. If Jayla is going to catch all these fades, because it's Ivory, Dolly, Summer, what's that girl name? Rolly, and it's one more. Tinka. That's 5 people that she got to fade. I think Zeus should cut her the fattest check. The fattest check. I'm not fighting for less than 50. I would say because she's an OG, she show up to work, she does her job, she does fall in, she does catch her fades. Even if they are poorly caught, the fade is still caught regardless. So I'm gonna say that. But this is 5 different people that she gotta fight. I don't believe we've ever seen in, like, so far in baddies like history, somebody having to catch 5 fades at a reunion. I haven't seen that. So if she is going to have to catch all these fades, she should get compensated for it. For it all the way. So let me start with Ivory. The whole thing about you want to fight Jayla because Jayla did not see a knot, you're petty and you be doing too much. I think you're trying to save face, like I said before, because Ivory is losing on the show. So at the reunion, she gonna do her biggest one, or as much as they will allow her to, just because she's been talking the most online. So I believe with her, you know, she trying to save face, but too, she doing it in the wrong way. And like I said before, I don't think they're gonna have her back. Tinka, I believe also, like, they could discuss their differences. Just, and this too, if they get in the field, I definitely believe Jayla is working Tinka any day. But because they stuff did not happen on the show, I don't feel as though when the reunion come, they need to get that. Because number one, Tinka really can't fight like that. And then number two, if y'all not gonna tell the full story, like full on what happened, then y'all don't need to fight about it. Because I want details. I don't want to just hear like, oh, she was talking shit about me. Like, I want details of what was said. Okay, number 3 on my list, Dolly. Now, I definitely believe Jayla and Dolly need to fall in because Dolly tried to sneak Jayla at that premiere, but was not sneaking was not trying to sneak to Siki. So since she tried to sneak Jayla, I do think they need to catch their fade. I definitely believe that. But before you catch your fade with Jayla, you need to catch your fade with Tasiki first. I don't want to hear when you get defined with Tasiki that your hand went out. I don't want to hear that bullshit. I don't. Number 4 on the list, Rolly. Jayla just needs to get Rolly for lying on her name. I do believe that. Like I told y'all before, I think they doing damage control over these phones. But when it comes to Rolly lying on Jayla, I think Jayla just needs to reintroduce herself to Rolly's face with her hands, because that girl ain't say that you allowed on her to get the light off of you. I think Ivory needs to fight you and Jayla needs to fight you just because you lied. With Summer, we know a scene is going to come up with Jayla and Summer getting into it, and Summer did sneak Jayla at the premiere, so they need to get that too. Just because she snuck Jayla need to go whoop her ass too. But I do feel as though if Jayla is going to be fighting all these people, she needs to be compensated well. And not only that, hers need to be last. And it shouldn't be a fade back to back to back to back like that. It shouldn't be that. She should be able to get it with the people that she gonna get it with. And I would say too, line the ones who are like the toughest up first. I would say like Dolly need to be first. If she gonna catch it with Ivory need to be second. You know, and then the more so ones who really can't fight like that, like Tinka, Rolly. And Rolly can fight and Tinka can fight, but they just not messing with Jayla. Not on any day. They should be next, and then it should be Summer. But if y'all gonna make my girl get out there, and you know, of course, she gonna be like, oh, I'm not ducking the fade, I'm not ducking no smoke. Since she not ducking, she need to be compensated for not ducking. Period, point, and hold the blank. I definitely believe that this is going to be a reunion of the reunions. And I do feel as though a lot of people are trying to come to Jayla and want to fight Jayla, but picking and choosing everybody else to fight. And it's like, add somebody else on your list. Her list is full. Add somebody else. Because I don't see y'all going as hard for none of the other people who have said that they want to get y'all. Like, I ain't gonna lie. Dolly hasn't too much said in about Jayla. She let it be known that she gonna run there with Ivory. She more so talking about Tasiki. And y'all know I stopped even making videos about her lives, because every week she talking about Tasiki. I'm like, girl, once the field comes, just be ready to get in there. So I stopped making videos about her. But I will say, you know, she's focused on who she need to get right now, which is Tasiki. And that's who I want you to get with first. I don't want to hear shit about that hand going out. I promise. I swear. I don't want to hear it. Ivory, I feel as though, you know, you need to be talking about Dolly. She keeps saying how she's going to tear Summer up. Let's talk about how you're going to tear Dolly. Or Big Legs, who you have yet to, win multiple rounds of when y'all go. Talk about that one. You know, I just feel like a lot of the girls have bigger fish to fry, but like number one who be on their list is Jayla. Like, they're gonna say, oh, I'm gonna get in the field with Jayla, but y'all don't want to say who else y'all gonna get in the field with. And I just don't feel as though a lot of y'all winning when it comes to Jayla. Maybe Big Legs will win, you know, when it comes to Jayla, but like I told y'all, they cool now, so they don't have no issues from what I know to where they gonna get defined. But everybody else, I feel as though it's other people in the lineup that needs to be thought about way more than Jayla, just in my opinion. And like, out of everybody, I feel as though Jayla need to run it with is Dolly and Rolly. Just because Rolly lies so hard on her. Lies so hard. And mind you, it really showed how fake you are, because you sitting up here going to Ivory, playing like you playing Ivory on game, telling Ivory like, oh, what Jayla was talking about you. To me, that showed that she don't need to be trusted, and she don't need to be in the inner friend group, because she just up here lying. And when it And when it was convenient for her to tell the lie, that's when she wanted to tell it. Mind you, tell me something. Oh, I was going to save it for the reunion. Why save it for the reunion when you've been, quote unquote, looking out for Ivory? What you saving it for? No, you waited till it was a time that you was going to say something that you thought Ivory wasn't going to like. And then you wanted to then put it out. Oh, well, Jayla was the one who was calling people around to get Ivory. If anything, once again, back to the biggest, baddest wolf who always stays in sheep clothing, which is Natalie. Because if anything, she even telling Tasiki, it's from Natalie. Natalie don't want to get touched. So she thinking like, oh, Tasiki, well, we cool now. You know, I keep employing you. Handle that for me. Get that bitch. And Tasiki wasn't going for it. So the root of all evil is Natalie. But the root of all evil when it comes to Jela is Rolly. So you need to get that bitch. So I'm going to see y'all in the next one. Y'all let me know what y'all think. And we're going to talk about it.